From United Nations Television, this is UN in Action.
There's international demand for Nepal's homegrown products, like these handmade acrylic shawls destined for Japan.
This is the finished product. Every has to have the same size.
But exporter Sundar Dahal says that getting goods out of Nepal isn't easy. It takes several trips to different government offices and a flurry of paperwork to get export documents.
Once we got the invoice, then we make a certificate of origin.
The amount of forms can get overwhelming.
We feel if this is the form for the custom declaration.
Streamlining the forms process will be a good start, but only a first step. Sundar's shawls will be shipped to Japan by air. But for most of the goods leaving Nepal, a landlocked country between India and China, they must pass through India to the port city of Kolkata. It's a long and treacherous journey on narrow mountain roads, filled with potholes and unpaved in sections. From her truck stop, Santi Lama has watched drivers struggle to navigate this stretch of road for the past 17 years.
A loaded truck just turned over. The driver and his assistant were hurt. We need better roads. It's the highway to the capital, but it's like a village road.
One part of the road is particularly treacherous, says Parshuram Thakur, a truck driver.
From Narayangad to Mangling, it's somewhat tough. It's a risky road. Then after the road gets steep, it's very steep. We need to cross that. That is the risk.
With help from the World Bank Group, the government plans to fix this notorious 33-kilometer passage, which not only hinders trade, but claims lives. Getting to the border town of Birgunj may be the end of the road, but for exporters, the travails continue. Trucks are weighed, sometimes everything has to be offloaded for customs clearance and other border controls. The multiple forms are checked. The process can take anywhere from 4 hours to 4 days.
There could be some problems with documents, and that could take 3 to 4 days. The importers have to wait for the documents to arrive, then the customs clearance. That's why it takes time.
The lack of a centralized computer system is a major hindrance. Each of the 5 major border posts in Nepal uses a different database, and they aren't connected to the computer network in India either. So any information sent between India and Nepali customs is done through paper or email. Rajan Sharma, President, Freight Forwarders Association.
The single window system would, may make things much more easier, because, all the documents that are needed can be filed by electric means. The documents will be lessened, less manpower will be needed. The time for exports will be much, much more less.
And the World Bank is helping Nepal and India to automate their data exchange systems. From excessive documentation to horrific road conditions to a lack of a centralized computer system, trading goods between Nepal and other countries has not been easy. But with a multi-pronged approach to build modern checkpoints and streamline cross-border trading process, Nepal has a lot to offer, not only with its neighbor India, but to the world at large. This report was produced by Pierre Qatar for the United Nations.